1996, Maria Farmer, who was a confirmed Epstein victim, submitted information to the FBI that Jeffrey Epstein was sexually abusing minors. During your presidency, were you ever made aware of the information that Maria Farmer provided to the FBI in 1996?
No.
There's just one international trip that I don't think we've specifically discussed yet, and that was in November of 2003, a trip to, I think, Russia and China on Mr. Epstein's plane. So I'm going to give you, I think for us, the last piece of paper for the day, which is the flight log for that trip, and we'll mark that as Minority Exhibit L, and I'll give you a moment to receive that. And for your counsel, that's a total of 5 trips distributed between the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 9th here on this log. Yeah, so if you could just describe what you recall about the circumstances of this trip.
Can you refresh my memory about what stops were actually taken?
Yeah, the countries in question are Russia and China. I think the final stop was Beijing.
It was Brussels to Oslo to Tolmagacho, Russia, to Hong Kong, Chengdu, Beijing. Brussels to Oslo, to the middle of Russia, Tolmachevo, to Hong Kong, to Chengdu, to Beijing.
Got it. We stopped in Europe, and as I remember, that we did something with Brussels is the parliamentary capital of Europe, and I think we did something with the EU, and then Oslo was important because the Norwegians had funded a project that we did for them, for the Clinton Foundation, for Russia. And they asked us to try to develop a plan for Leningrad. And we did.
What kind of plan, Mr. President?
An AIDS plan, because Leningrad had a very high AIDS rate because it was near the ocean and people were coming in and out. And then we went to China, and I had been doing a lot of work on China, and it was very interesting because the Chinese were eager to get into this and yet scared. It was very interesting. We could have been, if you were in Russia and China, you could have been in rural America. On AIDS at the time, they were very reluctant to discuss this, and all hung up about it.